the stories we tell ourselves matter. If I tell myself enough times that I'm someone who is helpful, it might make me evaluate my actions through the frame of someone who is helpful. And having told myself hundreds of times that I'm someone who helps, I might try to reaffirm this narrative by going out and actually helping. I suppose I could always just rest on my laurels, tell myself that I'm someone who's helpful and never go out and help anyone, but I think we like the stories we tell ourselves to be validated by the actions we take. I find this is more true the more specific the stories we tell ourselves are. I have a weird preference for starting things at round times in the day. I think this started when I was younger, as the ability to tell time, say how much time had elapsed between when I started the task and when it ended, was easier that way, but I've continued to do it to the point where it's almost become an unconscious ritual of mine. Often, it might be 8:48 a.m., and I'll be ready to leave for a walk, but I'll wait around just until 8:50. I started this walk at precisely 9:15, for example. If I'd started a couple of minutes early, I might have felt uncomfortable. It's easy to see how this can become pretty powerful with larger stories. One of the big ones I have is that when I wake up earlier in the day, the feeling that I have all the time to do anything I want gives me a sense of boundless potential that makes me more productive. Now, while this sounds like common sense, there's really no reason I couldn't get everything done that I wanted to do if I woke up at 10 a.m. rather than at 8. After all, on days when I wake up at 8 a.m., there's plenty of extra space where I just watch TV, read a book, go on walks, like this one. But for whatever reason, either I've told this myself enough times that it just seems to be a self-fulfilling prophecy, or that it's true, it does happen to align with what I see. For a long time, I've noticed that on days when I wake up at 8 a.m. or earlier, I just get a lot more done. What happens then is that I tell myself that on days when I wake up before 8 a.m., I will get a lot done. The danger in this is clear. On days when I wake up at 10 a.m., or 9 a.m., or even 8:20, something will feel off. The recipe for success that I've set for myself, in this case waking up before 8, will have been ruined. And whether it's true or not, I often let myself accept this narrative and live it, thereby confirming it. On days when I wake up after 10 a.m., for example, I usually conclude that the day is shot, and then proceed to waste my time watching YouTube videos and binge eating, which reinforces the idea that on days that I wake up after 10 a.m., things are already hopeless. There's a sort of genre of story that I tell myself most often, and it's one of the easiest to break with. It always goes, "This is the last time I'll ever do ... It might be, "This is the last time I'll ever eat this crap," or "This is the last time I'll ever stay up too late." But what's implied in those sentences is an expectation of perfection. From now on, I'll always eat healthy, essentially. Or from now on, I'll always go to bed early. I probably don't have to tell you that simply by being a human being, I break from those narratives every single day. And yet, I keep telling them to myself. Is that bad? Well, only in so much as I genuinely believe them. There might actually be some good in the "this is the last time I'll ever" story, because it gives a bad action meaning. Instead of this being just another time when I've eaten too much junk food, I give the moment the weight of being the last time I'll ever eat junk food. Whether it's true or not, now even this bad action seems to be part of a bigger, healthier story. So watch the stories you tell yourself, specifically whether they help or hinder you. Never forget the power of a good narrative.